on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Today we're going to be talking about van life, but more specifically, is van life for us? You can see our van back there. Now it's not ours, we didn't buy this, we're just trying out van life. We rented this, we're only about maybe a week or so, and we're still trying to figure this all out. This is Anna, just in case you guys don't know, but I know most of you do. I'm Trevor, I'll just do the spiel. We're the Delightful Travelers. Thank you for tuning in, hit subscribe, click the like button, it helps us out. But yeah, is this for us?
Is this for us? That's the big question that we're going to be talking about in today's video, going through what we think are the pros and what we think are the cons of van life, and maybe by the end we'll come to a decision of like, should we get one of these?
I think we can kind of go right into this. Like, one of the big things, we got lots of different talking points today, but one of the big ones is just having your home on wheels everywhere you go is like no other thing. It is truly amazing, and I didn't think I'd like that part so much.
Yeah, and even now, because it's a rental, we're not as moved into it as we would be if we owned it and had have it like laid out perfectly and having all the right ways to like set it up. Because I always think that, like, oh, if this was ours, I would do this or I would do that. But it's such a huge benefit of just walking in and having all your stuff, everything you need right there. The other thing we loving so far about van life is basically it's limitless. Like, you can go almost anywhere. For those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, we picked this up in Las Vegas. We went to Zion National Park. We went off-grid towards Lake Mead outside of Las Vegas one night. And then we came here to Palm Springs. So it's like so many options to places to go. You can go to cities, you can go in the middle of nowhere, you can go to national parks, you can drive across a continent, whatever you want to do.
Now it's got us wanting to go around more of America.
America, Canada, Mexico, all the options.
Those are two of the biggest pros for sure, but the thing is, it's not all fun and games. We are having a few problems, or let's call them minor issues, and to illustrate that, we'll take you guys inside.
Welcome inside our camper van. If you're wondering what it looked like, we actually did a full-on tour. I think it was like 2 videos ago. 2 videos ago, is that right? 2 videos ago. So go back and watch that if you're wanting to see all the ins and outs of this van. But of course, one of the major cons, it's a camper van. It's not very big, like as you can see. We got cabinets here, bathroom here, cabinets here.
We can't even, both of us can't even like stand next to each other.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of in front of her. And if you stand up for a second, we'll show you like how tight this is.
That is really high up. There we go.
Yeah, so like right now, we actually can't like get through. We can barely pass each other.
Yeah.
So that's been something.
Yeah, it's funny. You'll get to see the Endless Adventures RV soon enough, but we went in there for the first time a while ago before we got the van. We're like, oh, it's pretty spacious. Yeah, it's nice. Then we got in our camper van and then went back in their RV and realized it felt huge in there. Just the space difference is really, really big. Like, they can actually like move around each other and stuff.
Well, they have a huge open room.
Yeah.
But the other thing is the kitchen. Well, that's pretty small, huh?
Yeah, so cooking is interesting. It's really a one-man job. Like, we can't really have, maybe you could have one person standing here and one person standing here. And you can kind of work around each other if you wanted to both be cooking at the same time, but you just have like 2 burners and very limited counter space, but it can be done. Another major issue is just to expect to have some bumps on your head. We've been bumping our heads all over the place, everywhere, on cabinets, up here especially, when you're coming in and out of the cab in the front. Oh my goodness, so many bumps and bruises along the head.
The same goes for me as well. Like, I literally have an egg on the top of my head, like underneath my hair. The very first day we got this, I just went full on into that thing, and honestly, like, I almost even saw some stars. So anyway, I'm good now, but I think anyone that gets a camper van for the very first time, or if it's a kind of like a Winnebago or a Sprinter van or something like that, you're gonna hit your head. It's deceiving, because right now I have clearance, but there's little pockets where you don't, even when you're sleeping here. Like, this is kind of where the pillows are, and often at night, like, you'll just kind of get up to go to the bathroom or something, and you're gonna hit your head. So that will come with time. We'll get used to, you know, the space and things like that. But just know that you're probably going to bonk your head.
We are now over in Clementine, the Endless Adventures RV. What year is this, guys?
Oh, it's a 2023, obviously. Just kidding. It's a 1976.
Yeah, Coachman Leprechaun, baby.
Wow.
Well, I guess we should start up in the front of the rig, you know, where the magic happens. The bedroom. Yes, this RV has what I consider its own private bedroom. This is an overcap bunk, and this is something that you get in a Class C RV. And we love it because it means you kind of do have a bedroom. You have this separate space that you can sleep in. You get to make your bed, and then you get to live in here. And then at night, you hop up here like you're going to your little bedroom.
So cool. I'm going to point out these ceilings too. Like, that's really neat.
Yeah, that's tiny, or like 1/4-inch cedar panels. 1/4-inch because they're very lightweight, but they do the trick. They look kind of legit.
They look cool. They took forever to put up, though.
Yeah.
On a side note, is it hard to make the bed?
No, actually, I kind of just throw the blanket towards the window because you can't really see back there.
Yeah,
So it's only
so
half
as long as
made.
it looks good on this side.
Exactly. Yep.
Awesome. And I assume the curtains are for like the cabs up there. We don't need to see the cab, but that's cool.
Yeah,
Keep
so
the
these
sun
are
out.
more or less blackout. They're like maybe like 50% blackout, but they actually insulated a little bit. It's very hot up here right
Now,
now.
I know these are here, but people are going to ask. There's
Yes.
stairs to get up there.
Yes,
huh?
I can do a little demo.
Yeah.
So we really wanted a staircase. We didn't want to have to grab out a ladder every time we want to go to bed.
Yes.
So we got a little staircase. You just climb up like this, and then
Wow.
dreamland, yo.
He made that look really, really easy.
You get really good at it, yeah. We just wanted everything to be really easy and kind of made. Like, you would come back to a home and you wouldn't have to make up your bed or get a ladder or do anything funky to go into your room. So this works for us.
This staircase is actually dual purpose. Inside of here, you are going to find our 300 amp hour battery bank, our inverter, and all of our electronics.
Nice.
Conveniently hidden away.
This is my favorite piece, though, right here.
Oh yeah, should we do a little demo of our
yeah.
little
Yeah.
desk? We actually wanted to have as much space in here as possible, so this is kind of our little sitting desk where we get all our work done, and then this kind of goes down. If we need to reclaim some of the space, we can move the chairs out and all this stuff, and Allison actually works out in here all the time. She basically wanted her own gym.
I wanted to be able to do weird yoga poses in here, and I can do it.
Yeah, this is amazing. You guys have a coffee table here.
Yes, we do. This is collapsible, and we just kind of fold it up and slide it up there when we're driving.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
it
nuts.
works.
This really is like a living, like a house.
Yeah, and the fact that she can work out in here is amazing because we definitely could not work out over there.
Now, you do sometimes hit the ceiling, but that's about the only issue.
Now, I'm sure they see a couch behind you. Like, look at that couch. I can vouch for this. It's super, super comfy. You want to go illustrate?
Yeah.
Not only that, like the decor in here is amazing. Other features we know about this. I can take this little one. He's got, well, they got a projector up here. So sometimes you guys use that. I know you put a laptop there as well sometimes.
Yeah, we have a little fold-out projector screen that goes on these little hooks here.
Well, that's crazy.
Movie night.
Movie
Yeah.
night. Plus, they even have like a surround sound kind of. Look at that. There's a speaker up there. So
Yeah, that was Eric's little baby. Very
Bluetooth,
proud
baby,
of
all the way. I wanted everything to be as easy as possible.
Yeah. And welcome to the kitchen. It's tiny, but it's mighty. So we have a stove that's run on propane, so it gets really hot. I love cooking, and this was a necessity. It also has a full-on oven down here. We put a house sink in here. We didn't want an RV one because they're really tiny, so we wanted something that was a little bit deeper. We got one of these little goofy things so that we can do a lot of dishes very effectively.
wow. And I know there's a cool fridge in there.
There is. So this is awesome too. It's another hidden feature. This is our refrigerator. It's a 12 volt. There's a pie in here. Don't worry about that.
That's good for us.
Yeah. But it actually has like refrigerator and freezer. And then when you're done, it hides away and doesn't take up much space.
Okay, that's kind of genius.
Yeah. And then in the very back, we have a full bathroom in here, y'all. It's a compost toilet, so, you know, a little fun to deal with, but at least we're not dealing with black sludge. Then we built a full-on shower in here with a rain shower head. It has cedar planks on the wall, and so it's kind of like a little ski lodge or a spa in here.
It's so cool. And I know you made this, right? This is
Yeah, so I made the doors. I just wanted something fun and funky, but also with a mirror so I could see myself, and I don't know, this is what came out of my noggin.
How cool is this? Here's the thing we didn't say yet. These guys like built
Yeah, they did this
thing.
whole thing, basically. Renovated the entire thing. Maybe that's what we should do,
Well,
because
should we
we're
do
so
that?
handy.
Do these guys think we could even do that?
I would not recommend it.
If we do that, we're gonna have to bring in this guy
Yeah.
and this girl.
Yeah, I don't know if we could handle the stress of another renovation.
So throughout the video, we've been talking about our pros and cons of what we really liked, what we haven't liked about the last week. what our favorite things are, what we think we maybe could deal with, what we couldn't. So for you guys, like, what's your favorite things, your pros, your cons of RV life?
Well, we could probably make like a 30-minute video on it, because there are so many once you get into it.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is the mobility, probably.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we get to take our living room anywhere.
I think we said that was our
Yeah.
favorite
It's hard to
thing.
beat.
Yeah.
It's
It
hard
makes
to
all the
beat.
hassle worth it, I think.
Yeah, you never arrive to a place and go, oh shoot, I forgot this, because then
Yeah.
you just walk back here and you get it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
And you guys can like put your stuff away in closets.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really neat. Like that we're not really doing. We're out of the suitcase still, huh?
Yeah, we still, I mean, just being in it for just over a week, it's not really the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
But that's what I keep thinking about, is just like how nice it would be
Yeah.
to fully unpack and
Well,
like,
we-
have spaces for everything.
We have all these cabinets overhead, but we still fill them all, and then stuff spills out over into here. You know, you just never have enough space. I'd say that's one of the cons.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
cons is it gets dirty so quickly and it gets a little overwhelming when it's cluttered, but it also
shouldn't
cleans
take,
up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wouldn't take that long to clean because it's not that big.
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes and we can like put everything away and scrub this top to bottom,
Yeah.
so not bad.
We were saying one of the cons for us that we thought about last minute was internet, huh? Like sometimes it's hard to find. Do you guys
Yeah.
find that? Because you travel in this way more than us.
Well, people recommend all these solutions because we complain about it a lot. And we have yet to really try anything other than just our cell signal. And, you know, 50% of the time that does the trick. And then, you know, at campgrounds and stuff like that, you get decent internet. But
No,
that's
you don't get
internet.
decent
Yeah.
internet.
You actually don't. Yeah. It has happened once before, maybe.
It makes you wonder how we all upload videos.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Awesome. Well, there's some of the pros and cons.
Yeah.
I think we said some of those. So
Yeah,
now we know
lots of
from
things
the
to think about.
from the pros.
Wait, did you guys say ultimately, do you love it? Are you
You're gonna have
do
to wait
it?
till the end of the
Oh,
video.
okay. I want to know just as much as you guys want to know.
You'll all find out soon. So will you guys. Next up, we have left our campground and headed over to this enormous cable car or tram. We're going up one of the tallest mountains in Southern California, and the views up here are absolutely epic. You can see how high up we are, and the car shakes a little bit, and it's fun.
Yeah, this is actually the world's largest rotating tram. The floor actually is rotating. It took a minute to figure out that like the walls, you can't hold on to them because basically you're moving. So
It's nice,
It's
though.
very interesting.
Yeah, it's cool because you get a view no matter what. It
Yeah.
circles around a few times. It's about a 10-minute ride. It was about $28 a person.
Something like that.
Something like that. And yeah, here we are up top, and this is Mount Jacinto, I believe.
It's a state park. Yeah, so we're at 8,500 feet.
Yeah.
It's definitely cooler up here. So it was, I'm sorry, guys, we're going to talk in Celsius here. It was about like 37 degrees Celsius at our campground today. Come up here and it's like maybe 15.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, you might have caught it in the B-roll. There's some snow up here.
Yeah.
And we'll show you guys that as we walk around. Check this out. We found some snow.
I suddenly feel like I'm back home in Canada in the wintertime. But no, we are in Southern California in the desert, but up in the mountains. Mind is blowing that you can go spend 10 minutes on a tram and go from like crazy hot desert to snow.
These guys are now playing in the snow.
Yeah, snowball fight time. We're not preparing ourselves.
Wait now. I saw Eric juggling. I thought I'd try. I might be able to do my bike trick. Oh, no, can't do it. Oh. It is super fun up here, but to tie it back into the van life stuff, this was completely spontaneous. I think, did Allison find this? She told us about it, right?
Yeah, we were just looking up stuff to do, as you do after you get to your location, right? You don't do any research beforehand.
Yeah, but what's fun about that is like we're trying to tie it into van life, and like we didn't know this was here, and last minute we just said, let's do it. We didn't really have to pre-plan.
No.
It's one of the pros. But if you're a planner, I'm not sure if it's a pro or not, but for us that just kind of decide things on the fly a lot, it's great.
Just to expand a little bit on that, as you guys know, we typically are traveling mostly internationally, and I don't like to plan that far in advance. It's nice to be able to like not really know what you're doing the next day and just kind of like fly by the seat of your pants, but it can be hard to do when you have to book flights and hotels and everything. So something about van life that's super appealing is that you don't really have to do that. You have everything with you. You can just pivot whenever you want and be like, hey, let's drive across the US. Let's go to Alaska. Let's go to Mexico. Like the world really becomes your oyster, at least this part of the world.
But of course, it's not always great. There are some other things that I'll call a con. I'm not a huge fan of doing when we have the van. One is, well, you have to hook up your own water to the van. That's the easy part. There's another, it's gray water, so you have to empty that from time to time. And my least favorite is the cassette toilet, which is you have to kind of, you know, dump your number 1s and 2s out. And it's my least favorite job. She won't do it.
No, I won't do it. It's his Sorry.
It's his
I
job.
just will not do it.
It's just a hard no, you guys.
We have to be cleaning up after me. I probably would throw up if I had to do it. Another con would be the price of gas. Obviously, it's pretty high. And when you have a big rig like a camper or an RV, you're going to be spending a lot of money on gas and have to fill up a lot. However, you don't have to pay for hotels. If you're not going off grid, you do have to pay for a campsite, which usually is quite a bit cheaper than a hotel, and it provides all your hookups and everything. So there's pros and cons there.
One thing we all keep saying is just how beautiful it is up here. We honestly didn't expect it to be this nice, and the amount of snow is definitely a bit of a surprise. Surrounded by all these spruce trees, it's just amazing. If you guys are thinking about coming up here, you should. I know we decided last minute, but yeah, this was worth the roughly $28 US. That is for sure, and it's like right in Palm Springs. It's easy to come up here. We've now come down to Palm Springs, and this place is right up our alley, and we just realized like we didn't really get time to show you guys.
We didn't. We've really been focusing on the van and and staying in the van, and
Yep.
like we've come in here a couple of times, and more just to hang out and not really film. However, if you're very curious about it, you want to see more of it, the Endless Adventure is doing right now filming like a full guide.
It's already
That'll
out.
be already
yeah,
out.
it's out on their channel. So if you want to watch and learn more about Palm Springs, head over to their channel. We'll
Yeah.
make sure to link it below. But this video for us was more about a van life and
Yeah.
kind of is it for us, pros,
Yeah.
cons. So we do have we should walk and talk. So we're about to meet those guys again. But we should talk a bit more about the pros, and one was definitely off-grid.
Yeah, it's just like, nice that you have the option of going off grid, like we did in. Was that our last video?
It might have been the last
You can
video.
go into the desert and like be off grid. It's crazy.
Yeah, just on a whim, which
Yeah.
is kind of the nice part. So if you want to see our experience with being completely off the grid, no electricity at all, watch that video. We got up to a lot of fun. That was awesome.
We did. And I think one of the last big pros for us is just being more minimalist. If you guys have followed us for a long time, you know we have a tiny house, and we're always just kind of downsizing in our lives and trying to get rid of extra things. In a van, you're definitely forced to do that. You just don't have the space for it, so you live with less.
We just popped into a really cool restaurant and we had some delicious food. We really enjoyed everything we tasted, but now we're back. Here we are at a little camp spot with these guys, and it's the last time.
Last
trying
night
not to
here.
cry.
I know, I can't believe it.
Look how
Like-
creepy this lighting looks. By the way.
Blair Witch style.
I feel like it's appropriate for an RV park late at night in the middle of the desert.
can you-
This is what you would hope for.
Allison has like half a face. It's like because of the camera. Look at that.
I'm in the shadows.
But when's the next time we're gonna see you guys?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I guess.
But then I don't know.
Well, we know it'll happen at some point. We think we're gonna be in the Dominican Republic at some point. For all of you guys that ask all the time, yes, we're going back.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll convince them to come.
Maybe we'll make an appearance.
Or for all the other people that have asked, when are these guys coming to Canada and Nova Scotia? That I can't
Maybe
answer.
that's a better question.
We've talked about it every single night, so maybe we'll make some plans come to fruition for once.
Yes,
Yes.
I think it'll happen. Either way, what a blast. It's been almost 2 weeks. I guess group hug till next time. Can I get us all in? Yay, with the weird lighting. Anyway, guys, it's been a blast. It's always so much fun hanging out with these two. And don't forget to check out their video on Palm Springs. If you want to know more, go over to their video. It'll be way before this video, and it'll have tips
It'll be
on it.
old by the time this video
Yeah, but you'll
comes
get to
out.
see their beautiful faces some more.
All right, now go on. Get out of here.
Well, it was so nice to meet up with Eric and Allison, the Endless Adventure, once again. We always love hanging out with them. We know it's going to happen soon. I don't even know if she's paying attention over here. What are you doing over here? What's happening?
So perhaps, maybe I'm looking up camper vans for sale.
Well, that's been happening. It's been a topic a lot lately.
Yeah.
So we've been clearly, I think we decided that van life is kind of for us.
Yeah.
We like it a lot. We've had a blast just kind of driving everywhere and staying off grid.
Yeah, I'm on the fence on if. So I'm not going to 100% say we're going to buy something.
No.
But I'm on the fence of like, should we just start sort of keeping an eye out for stuff? Or do we want to try an RV, like renting an RV and see how we like that?
Yeah.
Or like trying out different things just to see what our favorite is? Or do we just jump on van life? Or do we just give it up entirely?
So for anyone that's thinking we would just completely go into van life and not keep traveling, that's not the case at all. And we don't even know if we're going to buy a van like Anna just said. However, we do think that given where we live in Canada and having America at our kind of in our backyard and Mexico, and you know, you can ship vans places as well. it would be a good little tool to have for a few months a year.
And we absolutely could never afford anything like
Never.
this unless you guys want to set up a really great GoFundMe. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, we'd buy something older, but it's just something we're considering. We get to show you guys more of amazing places around, I guess I'll just say Canada and United States and maybe Mexico. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. The idea of it is super exciting. But who knows? It could be one of those things that we really enjoy and then we move on to go do some other things and kind of forget about it. Or is it going to be in the back of our minds all the time and we get obsessed with it?
Yeah.
The future, by the time you guys see this, maybe we'll have made a decision or maybe it'll still just be in our back pocket. I don't know.
We will see. Now, by the way, I'll apologize for the bad lighting. This is pretty bad right now with all these pot
Is that
lights.
a negative van life? Bad
It's a
lighting?
negative. It's the only thing we don't like. No, it's been a lot of fun. So this is our last video in the van life series. If you don't know who we are, it's Trevor and Anna, Delightful Travelers. Hit subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button. You know the drill. If you're not new, thank you for coming back each and every single week and watching our videos. But this is one of those times in our video series that come out weekly, we don't know what we're doing next.
Yeah, so as we film this, we have a whole bunch of videos in the backlog. So it's going to be quite a month or two in advance by the time you guys see this. So I don't know what's next. Hopefully by the time you see this, we will know what the plan is.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We don't want to leave you on a huge cliffhanger, but for once, we don't know either. Come back next week and you're going to have
super exciting.
definitely a new video in a new country.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Palm Springs, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.